Hello and welcome to RTC TV. We are here at the First Baptist Church where the 2015 Fashion Review is taking place. Abby Malco here with my co-host Vanessa Henning. Vanessa, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. It's my first time I've ever watched a fashion review, so I feel like I will learn a lot.
I agree. I have never been to a fashion review myself, but I'm also looking forward to this. We are starting off with the separates division. In the senior division, the first contestant is Carol Morris. So you can see the piece that she has of her ensemble. The high-waisted shorts come with the tank top on top, and the separate portion is the flannel jacket that she just took off. So that is considered in the separates category because she can wear with or without the overlaid jacket.
And I'm already learning something already.
This is an outfit Carol has made herself in the 4-H sewing class over the summer and now is exhibiting her project herself.
Very cool.
So the contestants will make a couple circles in front of the judge, walk out front to talk to the judge.
Oh, did the judges, they get like a close-up so they can see the handiwork?
Yes.
I quite like the flannel.
I think so too. I think it's a good color scheme, preferably for the fall, in my opinion. Some darker colors, but definitely with the dark shorts and the dark tank top, the lighter flannel complements very well.
Definitely, and I think flannels are in now too. It's kind of a trend.
I would agree, yes. Back Christmas shopping this year, saw many of them in the malls. Very impressive that she could make this herself. This is Breanna Slusher in the senior division dress-up wear. As you can see, a different style from previously Carol's separates ensemble. This seems to be a pink dress with some lace overlay to make it a little more fancy than your traditional everyday outfit.
And Abby, that lace overlay must be very difficult to pull off.
I agree. I see how difficult sewing a normal dress would be, and I am very curious at how they add the lace and make it stick.
It's a very nice piece. It's very flattering.
I would agree. That would be difficult not only to make a dress, but something that fits you appropriately, and very impressive already by just these two contestants. The judge examines, and I'm assuming asking a few questions about the lace and how it was added.
Perhaps what stitches she used.
Yes. Be interesting to talk to them to know how long they've been sewing and who they learned from and all of the logistics to go into this, because it is a very impressive talent.
I mean, even just how long it takes for them to make their pieces.
Yes.
Because they have to design them and so on.
And these are the final senior division contestants. Once again, Carol Morris, in the flannel ensemble, and Breanna Slusher in the dress-up wear with the pink and lace dress.
Two very nice outfits.
I would agree. Two very different outfits if you look from the different categories that they are involved in.
Right, of course.
But each difficult in their own way and both impressive with their creative eye and how they were able to come up with this.
All right, Abby, I think we're moving on to the next category, which is the junior division.
Yes.
So this might be not as professional as the senior division, obviously, since they haven't been working so long with the sewing machine. But I'm excited to see what they have to offer.
So senior division, like you said, been in this for a while. Junior division is our next category, working their way up to the senior division, and obviously younger kids in the third division of the day will be the consumer clothing. So coming out next will be still some outfits that have been handmade by the contestants.
And do we know who our first contestant is?
Paige Bodie will be first, following by Sammy Miller, and the third contestant is Maddie Embley.
Okay.
And so I think they also do have some free reign as far as what type of outfits they make. These are not in categories as the senior division as far as separate wear, casual wear, or dress-up wear. This seems to be their one outfit of choice that they are able to construct themselves.
So they have a bit less restriction when it comes to their ensemble that they've created?
Yes. And this is Division 5. Paige Bodie should be entering the stage.
There she is. A nice purple romper. Rompers are very in now, too.
I've not tried a romper myself, but I do think it's a very good summer style. You would see maybe on the beach or something casual to throw on. It's easy to have a one piece instead of matching a shirt with a pair of shorts. I do really like this. She also has some lace detail at the bottom of the shorts, if you can see.
And she has ribboning up at the top of her top piece there.
And the cinched section, the middle of the romper, would be very difficult. There would have to be an elastic band inserted into the outfit itself, and so that adds some difficulty.
She's getting checked by the judge now, and I noticed that she actually has pockets, because I forgot that rompers actually have pockets.
Yes.
So this actually, it has a lot of different elements, her piece.
Interesting, because it is one piece such
Right.
as a dress, but there are the lace that she added to the bottom, like you said, the ruching up top with the ribbon, and obviously the elastic piece, because it's not necessarily a romper if it's not cinched in the middle. So I also thought, taking note of her, when she talked to the judge, she sat down and kindly talked to the judge. So I think it's a couple things, your relationship with the judge, you know, sitting down and talking to them, having a big smile on your face, it makes them even more interested in your piece.
So presentation really matters with the overall result.
Absolutely.
And next, I forget who our next contestant is.
I am thinking this will be Sammy Miller. She
All
hasn't
right.
entered the stage yet. We are waiting for the judge to finish up her markings. We don't want to
Rush the judge?
Yes, we don't want those to be shortened by any means. It would be interesting to know the judging criteria versus the different kinds of clothing that is being shown.
Right, like does it compare if the different types of clothing, does it matter
Right, I
to
agree.
criteria?
This
Hers
is
very intense.
Yes, this is Sammy Miller. Looking while they were in their practice, this was one of my favorites. I think this might count as a separate as well. I really liked the floral pattern.
She kind of went above and beyond with it.
Yes, I would agree. The shoes go perfectly with the ensemble, and the green seems to be the lightest color in the floral or paisley pattern, whatever you'd like to call it, and she pulled that very bold color of green out in the jacket, which was very impressive.
So she can have a few accents. And if you notice, if you look at toward the top of her piece, she actually put a collar on there. I'm sure that either a button, some sort of fastening system there.
Yes, it looks like a teardrop neckline. As you can see, it's buttoned with the collar, and it seems to have a slight teardrop. More of an old-fashioned. If you look at some older blouses, I would say they kind of have that pattern. But I really, really do like this color scheme, and I wonder too, as a contestant, do you consider your complexion and the color of hair? You know, if you don't look great in red, do you not pick that color? You know, it would be interesting to talk to the contestants and see what all goes into their mindset when they are creating this. But I also did like the entire ensemble with her shoes. She had some wedges, which...
Laced up wedges there.
Yes, laced up wedges are very girly.
It went very well.
Very,
Complemented
yes,
it
they
very
work well
nicely.
in the summer, and if you are a woman who knows the trick of wedges, they're a lot easier to walk in than high heels. So I think a very good choice by her as well. It will be interesting to see the judges' marks, because out of the 4 ladies that we have seen so far, I've been very impressed with everyone, and it doesn't seem like any 2 outfits have been the same.
No, they're very, very diverse. And I wonder if do they look at what the other contestants are going to be putting forward, or do
Right.
they just design on their own and find out later? But overall, a very fitted dress, a fitted top blouse, and
Yes,
a very
and-
nice
and
presentation.
I wonder if it's considered a blazer because it was a mid-cut, but yes,
Right.
I agree. That was a very good ensemble. This is our final junior division level 3, Maddie Embley.
Maddie. Oh, I noticed already that Maddie, I think she made a headband that has a bow on it.
I agree, with the same material. And like we said, we've seen a bunch of different styles so far. I really like the blouse that's sort of puffy, and it doesn't
Yeah.
really cling to your body with
Kind
the
of
tight...
like that over-fitted blouse
Yes,
with the legging on the
that's
bottom.
exactly. The legging looks really nice, and most leggings I consider in black or brown or white, but to see this kind of beige color leggings, it goes really well with this shirt. And I wonder, with the patterning at top, how she ruffled the sleeves that
Right.
way and how she added that. It is very...
And she has a collar as well. I don't think it's the same type of collar as we saw previously.
but a broader collar to add some accent to pull the
Yes.
white from the previous pattern. But very good observation with the headband. It does seem to match perfectly, and it really fits the whole outfit completely. And I think this is the conclusion of the junior division. The judge will take one last look at these 3. If we start from the top, Paige Bodie has the purple romper. Sammy Miller is in the dress with the greenish teal jacket. And our last contestant was Maddie Embley with the beige leggings and the red pattern top. So the judge and the audience will take one last look, and these were from level 5 and level 3 of the junior division.
And a nice round of applause for the younger ladies.
Absolutely well deserved. So the final category that will be coming up is consumer clothing. So Regan Becker will be coming out first, following Abigail King, and these two ladies will have purchased clothing
instead of making them themselves.
Yes, added an ensemble together that they believe is fashion forward and something that complements them well. And this may be something that they look forward to making in the future, but definitely something that appeals to them when they are shopping around.
So this is something that encapsulates what fashion looks like now to them.
Yes, I would agree. And I think this is something where they're more being models of the clothing here instead of modeling something that they've worn for the fashion review. So this is
right.
A twist and I think a very good attribute to this part.
Yet it's not exactly modeling because you do get to choose your own clothes, so there's a completely different sort of spin to that.
Very true, very true.
It might make modeling something a little bit more pleasurable just because you know that what you're showing off is something you're really proud of.
Something you got to wear and something that adds to your taste.
Well, here's our first contestant.
This is Regan Becker. She has on a black dress with actually zebra print on them.
Oh.
So that would be a hot item for many people in this community. I really like the white denim jacket. I'm a big fan of...
It complements the zebras.
Yes, I'm a big fan of jean denim, but jean obviously wouldn't go as well as the white denim. And if you notice, the sandals match very well. Also the flower headband on top.
That is very in. That's something that I see a lot. And she's wearing a necklace as well just to complement the entire piece.
I do see that even from back towards the audience. You can see it shining from the lights of the stage, and that's something definitely you want to capture the audience's attention.
So every single one of her pieces that she's chosen here, really, they complement each other very, very well.
Yes. And if we've noticed, other than the romper, every outfit has had many facets to it, but the romper itself was very difficult to construct.
Right,
so
had different layers.
Nobody has ever, come out so far in just a singular dress or something without accessories and lots of items. So you can tell these
without
ladies,
a flair.
Yes, very fashion forward, and they add their own taste, whether it be a headband or some fancy shoes with a necklace. It's all been very fun to see their own sense of style.
And next we have Abigail King, is that correct?
Yes, she will be the second and last contestant for the consumer clothing.
Very excited, just waiting for Abigail to show us what she has.
Still waiting on some judges' remark. Like we said, let her
deliberate.
Go through her criteria. Probably makes it a little bit easier. She's by herself and gets to make her marks here instead of having to talk with another. Would take a little bit longer time.
And then she has to judge them quite quickly because these are only just a few minutes. The girls turn on stage a few times and come down the stairs and meet her to see the handiwork, but still very quick decisions that the judge has to make.
And this is Abigail King, and this is her ensemble.
I'm a big fan of this one.
I do like this too, and like we said, it's continued through the whole fashion review so far. Very different styles. Nothing necessarily has been the same.
Nothing has repeated itself at all.
Yes, I'm a big fan of the white capris. Just seems very crisp. It takes a normal outfit and makes it a little bit dressier, especially when you add it with a dark shirt on top. It really brings out the contrast of the colors, and it looks very, very good on her.
Yes, I quite like the combination between having a patterned piece of clothing, whether it be the pants or the top, and then pairing it with something that has just a one color.
I agree, and both with the consumer clothing in this category seems to be with Regan Becker before having the patterned zebra dress, and she complemented it with the plain white. So that is definitely the style, and makes me feel better coming to this event because now I know what to look for when I'm shopping, because these fashion-forward ladies have done very, very well so far.
Rochester's own fashionistas.
Yes, absolutely.
And I noticed that Abigail was wearing a necklace, earrings, as well as a headband.
Yes, and I think too they probably have to consider their hair and how they do their hair, because this does matter. Maybe men aren't aware of this, but the way you do your hair does seem to complement an outfit and or take away from it. If you have a lesser outfit,
completely.
You may want to make your hair a little more fancy, but they obviously want the attention to be on
their
the clothes.
pieces.
Yes, so they have their hair brushed away from their face so you can see the necklace and you can see the earrings. And they've either been coached very well or have great instincts that I was not born with.
And another round of applause for these ladies. All done very well. And now we are going to wait on the deliberation of the judge.
That's all I have for everybody, so if you want to...
And this was the two from the consumer clothing coming back up, getting their last round of applause, and I think this will be concluding the fashion review.
Thanks for coming and supporting these kids. These are not...
We appreciate you coming and viewing the fashion review. This has been the 2015 Fulton County Fair Fashion Review. We hope to see everyone out at the fair this week. RTC TV will have live coverage throughout the day and additional coverage later on. This has been Abby Malco and Vanessa Henning on RTC TV. Thanks for watching.